Hey guys, what is up? It is TexMyTube here for the fourth and final time where we'll be going over the WarioWare games that I own. Today, we'll be transferring back to the DS and go over one of the most unique WarioWare games. Instead of playing the games you know and love in a different way, what if you were the one to make the games? This was a very interesting route for the developers to take, and many were not quite sure what the final product was going to turn out to be. Plus, a lot of people make it too impatient or not care enough to learn how to make the micro games. But the developers said, shut up bitch, and they made this game anyways. Without any more rush, let's just get right into my thoughts of WarioWare Do-It-Yourself. I don't know why it took little gremlin me so long to figure out about this game's existence, because one thing I always thought about when watching the WarioWare smooth moves, high score runs on YouTube was,
where are the player to make the micro games?
And then I found this beauty of art existed for like 5 years at the time already. So going into the game, we clearly see that it doesn't focus too much on its character and storyline, which is something that I respect, because the game wants to focus on making the games, not just one big story where Wario wants to get rich again. Speaking of, the storyline for this game is that Wario wants to get rich again after bitching and moaning at Dr. Krygor for his video games not working, or something like that, I don't even know. Even if you are not too interested in making the micro games or whatever, there are still some micro games that come in with the game, although one limitation is that those games and the games you make can only be tap the screen games. I think it would have been cool to have some other ways of playing micro games, like maybe like dragging across the screen or something, but it's not too big of an issue. Now let's go for the making of the game itself. For me at least, I love the training, and as long as you're patient and willing to learn how to do it, then you'll come out having a lot of fun making micro games to play. But just so you know, it is a hell of a lot more fun if you have some ideas planned rather than making a game with no ideas whatsoever. Although, I would have liked if there was another melody playing rather than just the same music on loop while using the Makermatic 21, because it can get old for a while, but it's no big deal. I have some nitpicks I wish, could have been fixed or something, but I don't know, I think there should have been some autosave feature, a better keyboard layout, and like longer text spaces. Anyways, once you are done with the games, you load them to the do-it-yourself shop where you can play them with a mix of other micro games. But there's still more like the music maker and the comic maker, but we won't go over those since I don't think they're big enough to go over, but there's still some pretty awesome features you should check out. So back when the Wii shop existed, there was some little game called WarioWare Do-It-Yourself Showcase, where you can load the games from the DS and load them to the Wii, where you can use the remote control stance to play all your quirky games on the screen. What is even cooler though is that there are some more micro games that come with the showcase, and there's also a cool simple multiplayer mode. Obviously, the game is 10 times cooler when sharing it with your friends, but even though that feature is, not available, obviously, it's still a lot of fun making micro games and at least playing them on the big screen. So overall, I respect what this game does, and it's definitely one of my favorite DS games of all time. It's like a dream come true, and it's a lot of fun to play. It definitely challenges your creativity. Kudos. Now that my thoughts on all the WarioWare games that I own is over, what was that special announcement I was talking about? Well, cutting the suspense, I am reviewing all 201 micro games in WarioWare Smooth Moves, because why the fuck not? So I will see you in a couple of days for Micro Game Month! And also, shout out Thursday, baby!